question box so we can make sure. Don and I are actually using the same internet connection, so we definitely want to make sure everything's good.
It looks like they can all hear you.
Great.
Right. Cool. Looks like everybody can hear. Just give it 1 or 2 minutes here. It's 2:01. Let's get to 2:02, 2:03. Then we can really get going. Rachel's got some great stuff for you today. There's just a ton of people piling in. I want to give it just a little bit longer before we get rolling because there's 10 people every few seconds popping in. So I just want to give another minute and then we get started. Robert Stooks says popping in to say hello. A lot of people in here saying hi. Tons of familiar faces and names. I can't say hi to everybody. There's a ton of people ripping through the box. It's really great to see you. A ton of people out here. A lot of gear bubblers out here. A lot of people I've seen for years from products. Awesome. Good to see you, Howard. Good to see a ton of you guys out here. Warren Peters from New Delhi. Good to see you, Keshav. Doing well, Gary. Thanks. Hope you're doing well too. Cool. All right. Rachel, are you the presenter? Let me put you over as a presenter real quick, just to make sure.
Oh yeah, I already did that. I made myself the presenter and I showed my screen, so we should be good there. I think we just need to do the recording.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I clicked record. I'm also trying my best to record it with ScreenFlow. So I'm not the best tech guy in the world, but I'm going to do my best to record it. And I'm just going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Rachel. You can just go ahead and get going and take everybody here. I'm excited to have you here today to teach all of our people.
Awesome, cool. So we're good on the recording. Oops, I just clicked a button here. Okay, now it says recording. Are you showing that too?
Yep, I'm recording. You're good to go.
Perfect. All right. So everyone, thank you very much for being here. I've been looking forward to doing this presentation here for this group. It looks like it's going to be it's the biggest group so far, which is really cool. So what we're going to go over here is, just as the slide says here, how you can, I'm going to look over my shoulder as I show you how you can make daily sales on the world's biggest e-commerce sites without spending any money up front. And I know I just kind of threw a lot of words at you there. So what I mean here, the big idea is basically I'm going to be showing you here how you can take your products, your Gearbubble products, and put them on different e-commerce sites like Amazon, Etsy, and eBay, and make sales really easily without having to spend money on PPC or without having to buy inventory or get fancy designs or anything like that. And I know a lot of times if you do the webinar, like if you watch different webinars, they go through the whole thing about the rags to riches story and about them and all that stuff, but I have a lot of content here that I want to show you, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you here. You can see I pulled a screenshot today. It's in the last 30 days of my sales on Amazon, so a little over $12,579, and this is all pretty much passive. It's all, I spend less than an hour a week on this, and it just pretty much I'll make these listings and then I'll set it and really forget it. Sometimes I'll add new listings and then the sales just keep coming up and up. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then that's really just for Amazon. I also then take the same listings and I put them on sites like Etsy and eBay. I have a Shopify store, which you don't need to have. That's totally optional. But it starts to add up to a lot of passive income. So what you'll need to know in order to get a lot out of today's presentation, I definitely go fast. Make sure that your distractions are closed off. You're giving this your full attention. I just had some espresso right before this webinar because I didn't want to fall victim to the midday slump, so I'll probably go even faster than normal. So make sure you are paying good attention here. And I'm going to give you some quick reasons kind of why this system rocks, and then we're going to get right into it. So the first thing is the reason why I think this system works so well is because you're able to get in front of thousands of people without having to pay for it. You don't need to learn search engine optimization. You don't need to do PPC. You don't really need to do anything. You just leverage these sites, these highly trafficked sites like Amazon and Etsy and eBay. So with the most popular sites in the world, you list your products and then you get in front of all their customers. It's pretty cool. You also don't need to spend money, like I said, no PPC, no design costs, none of that stuff. It's very simple, very easy, low risk. You can spend as much time as you wanted it. As I mentioned, I spend less than an hour a week on this. It's actually something, it's not my main business model. I do this actually kind of as a stress buster if I want to just make up some design ideas, and it's a fun thing for me, but you don't need to put much time in it at all. It's extremely simple. We have a lot of children who are doing this system, and they're getting results too. And it creates a lot of passive income. You can see here from just one day how every hour is a new sale, new sale, new sale. And all kinds of people have great results. You can see eBay sales, Etsy sales. We have someone, there's a course that I teach, I'll tell you a little bit about it in a couple of minutes here, but this person said he went through the system that I had, he went through it last night, then he said he watched the videos late into the night, created his campaign in the morning, made his first sale before noon. So it works for all kinds of people. And now it's time for you to enjoy this too. So the way that I created this system, I made it as a formula, 7-step formula, and really you just follow the steps and then you make money. And if you follow my guidelines, you simply can't do it wrong. In fact, out of everybody that I know that's gone through the system, I don't know one person who's done the system and hasn't made at least one sale yet. It works. So here in our hour together, I'm going to give you as much as I can, and we have a lot to cover. So some of the things we're going to cover, we're going to talk about how you can make ugly designs that sell like gangbusters on sites like Amazon and eBay, how you can find winning concepts in seconds, how to sell hundreds of products without ever touching inventory or buying a thing, how you can get your items sent from USA, some on Europe on your behalf, how to get your products listed and selling even if you have no experience, how you can scoop up tons of low-hanging sales in this upcoming holiday season, how you can make daily sales without spending any money up front, and you'll walk away knowing exactly how to get started. So my main promise to you here, my commitment to you, is that by the time this is done, you're going to learn exactly how you can make daily sales on the world's biggest e-commerce sites without spending any money up front at all. And I'm definitely making some big promises here. Like with other presentations, there's going to be an offer for you at the end, but I don't even want you to consider it if you don't feel like I fulfilled on what I've promised you so far. So hopefully that sounds fair to you guys. If it does, please type in yes in the question box. Don, if you can let me know what people are saying, I'm going to get a sip of water, and then we're going to dig into step 1.
You got yes, 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 exclamation point, a bunch more yeses. Pretty excited, bunch of yeses. Yes with a smiley face from Sergio. Randomly got the number 5. I don't know if that's for 5 yeses, but everything else is yeses, and now you got some booyahs, some buenos, and people are getting a little more creative. So I think we got a yes.
All right, awesome. Well, then let's go. Step 1 in the system is to come up with a concept. And the cool thing about the low-hanging system is you really can't mess it up. I know that when you're doing PPC, you sometimes have to do ninja kind of niche research to make sure that you're going to be able to make an ROI on your campaigns, or different things have you doing all this keyword research and stuff. But my method, low-hanging, it's very much let's throw a bunch of spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks, and then we'll kind of drill into that. And so that's what I'm going to show you. Just come up with totally random ideas. And to really drill this home, by the way, here are some examples of mugs. These are all in the Amazon bestseller list. All of these have been sold thousands of times. You can see they're hideous, right? Like they're just text. The middle one has horrible grammar. The one on the right is completely pixelated. But the thing is, people don't really care when you're doing things like mugs and low-cost items, because these are impulse items. So all you need to do is make people laugh or have something sentimental, and they'll purchase it. Not a big deal whatsoever. So I'm going to give you a couple different examples here of different things that I do to come up with concepts, and I'll take you actually out of the PowerPoints and into Google so you can see. Okay, so what I like to do is if I want to come up with some kind of new idea, usually I'll just think of something randomly. Really, it's not, like I said, it's not something that you need to worry about at all. So for example, if I was wanting to do something like making a mug, let's say in the crocheting market, usually what I'll do is I'll look for a complementary niche, not the same exact niche because I don't want to completely take other people's designs or something, but I'll look to see if I can find designs that might work in the one niche that I want to create. So for example, with crocheting, I would probably look at things in the knitting niche. So for example, here I'm going to type in funny knitting memes, and I'm going to go and take that over to Google Images. And you can see here there are zillions of different memes with funny messages that we can take and put on different products. Now, I usually have a design file open here. And let's open some of these and you can see. Okay, here's one that would totally work in another market. What do you mean crocheting doesn't count as exercise? We don't need to say the knitting. It totally still makes sense. And of course, you can change words even more if you want, but to make this super simple, here would be one very easy. So I would just write this down. What do you mean crocheting doesn't count as exercise? And let's see here. The first rule of Crocheting Club, do not talk about Crocheting Club. Perfect, that would make total sense. I'm driving slowly because I'm crocheting you a sweater in my head. I love that one. One does not simply stop crocheting in the middle of a row. You can see here, there are tons and tons of different ideas here for designs that we can create. And I'm going to show you shortly how you can take these designs or take these messages and create designs from them in less than a minute. So another one, friends discover you crochet endless old lady jokes. I love that one. I'm actually going to write that one down because I'll probably make that the one that we use. Because I'm also going to create the design in real time and put it on top of a product and then list it on Amazon so you can see exactly how all this is done. And let's see. Okay, so I mean, you pretty much get the idea here. And I'm also going to put in here, I'll explain what this is shortly here, but just to give you more ideas. Now this is Google Images for funny knitting memes. Of course, I could also type in, or you could also type in funny knitting mugs, funny knitting shirts, funny knitting quotes, sentimental quotes, all kinds of different things, and get hundreds and hundreds of ideas extremely quickly. And the cool thing is, by the way, some of these different designs, you don't even need to, like, they don't need to be crochet specific. For example, the first rule of Crocheting Club, do not talk about Crocheting Club. You could do the same thing with basketball or scrapbooking or all kinds of different designs. And that's actually one of the things that I love to do is come up with designs and just have a word that I can interchange with a whole bunch of different things. So for example, I like to party, and by party I mean knit. It could be I like to party, and by party I mean crochet, scrapbook, yada yada. You get the idea. So that's one example. Another thing that you can do to get ideas is to go over on Pinterest. And for that, you just type in something like, we'll do funny knitting quotes here. And there's a tool that you can get for free on Chrome. It's called Pinterest Sort. And what that does is you click on it, and it takes all of the different pins that are showing up for a search term, and it will sort by repins. And this way you can see what people have been pinning the most on Pinterest, and you can see what people like the best, because basically you're being told, hey, my market really likes this message. It would be great to put on a mug. And here we have lots of different ideas. This one's 16,000 pins. My internet here is a little bit slow, but it says, what do you mean? What do you mean I have enough yarn? Have you seen my Pinterest boards? It's like you don't even know me anymore. That would make perfect sense for crocheting. What do you mean knitting doesn't count as exercise? So we've seen that a couple times now, so that would probably be a good one to put on a mug. It's not a hobby, it's a post-apocalyptic life skill. Take different pictures of different niches. Knitting keeps me from unraveling, crocheting keeps me from unraveling. And then the same thing with Pinterest. You can do the same thing where you put in funny knitting jokes, funny knitting quotes, funny knitting mugs, shirts, sentimental, tons of different things that you can create. And when you see how fast you can make these designs, you can see how this starts to add up really, really quickly. And what I was going to show you here is you can also, just for yet another way to come up with different ideas, is you can go on different sites and see either what's selling or what people are saving. For example, on Amazon, you can type in something like knitting mug, and look at the bestseller ratings and see what's selling well. So here we have some like Keep Calm and Knit On. Let's see, some of them aren't always. This is a tool that I have that's in beta right now because it's not completely perfect, but you can see, like this one, I'm working on my, it says, PhD, projects half done in knitting. So you could do the same thing in crocheting. And then what I like about going to different sites is you find that normally you have completely different results. So for Amazon, we have these. For eBay, well, this one is super clunky still, but there's different ones that you can look at. For example, I'll just click this one. If I'm sitting, I'm knitting. Okay, so obviously I get sitting knitting rhyme, but you could still do it if I'm sitting, I'm crocheting. The message would still be the same. Etsy, you can see we have different ones. Need more yarn would be great. I turn coffee into sweaters. That would be perfect for a mug. Error has occurred on there. Yeah, so basically you get the idea. Tons and tons of different ideas for things that you can do. And this particular group, more than any other group, it would be a really great idea also to take the existing designs that you have. Probably a lot of you guys have existing designs that you've put on things like t-shirts, and you've tried to run Facebook ads to them. And you can take those designs, pop them on mugs and necklaces, different things, put them on the e-commerce sites, which we'll talk about how you can do, and start to make passive sales from that as well. So I will just recap and give you some things to remember about this section. One thing is, definitely when we're looking for concept ideas, the one kind of rule that we do have is that you want to look for products where groups of people are buying versus kind of clever random ideas. So what I mean when I say that is you want to, like, if people are on Amazon, they're going to type in something like funny knitting mug, and they're basically typing it in because they want to buy a funny knitting mug. And so that's what you should give them, not kind of random phrases that you think are cute, but very much we just want to give them exactly what they're asking for. And that's, like, the more simple that you can make this, the more sales that you make. You also, of course, don't need to copy completely. You can make variations of things. You can change out words. As I was saying, you can make brand new concepts of things. I love to play basketball. It can be, I love to play soccer. I love to crochet. I love to whatever. Definitely start with word-based designs, which is what I'm going to show you shortly. Some of the things that you can do are shockingly easy with images. And one of the things actually that I like to do is I will take stock photos that have, like, free stock photos that are good for commercial use, and I will pop them on different products like mugs and different things. Free photos, pop them on posters, pillowcases, and they'll make sales too. We'll go into that in a little bit as well, but for now I'll just start with the word-based designs because I'm going to show you how you can just take words, put them in a text spinning app, just press a button and have the words come out in different variations. They look different, and then you're ready to go. And as I mentioned, you can start with any kind of niche. You really can't fail, but if you feel blanket, even knowing what kind of niche to start out with, then go to bestseller list, do a search, for example, for bestseller novelty mugs on Amazon, or go on Pinterest and check out trending lists, and then you can just go a zillion different directions from there. So hopefully you guys got a lot out of that section, and I'm going to get another sip of water here. If you guys are ready for step 2, please type in yes. Don, let me know what people are saying, please.
Yep, got a ton of yeses, got some of courses. John Olson says, let's do this thing. So people are ready. As always, you got some pops of my crew, so that's great. People are excited and ready to go.
Awesome. All right, step 2. Step 2 is all about making a great design. And here, first thing is, as I was saying, text-based designs do really well. You can see this slide here is actually pretty much, or most of these are just completely text-based mugs. These are bestseller mugs on Amazon selling thousands, and you can see how easy they would be to make. I blacked out some of them because they have curses. I didn't want to offend anybody, but I really wanted to drive home the point that you can do really well with hideous designs. Here, so I mentioned that I have a course, Low Hanging System, and we have a very active Facebook group, and someone posted inside the Facebook group, she said, I can't believe this. I was searching for the #1 coffee mug, the #1 novelty coffee mug on Amazon. Here's what I got. This is a black mug, and it just says, meh. I mean, it's nuts, right? Just one little word. But this is the kind of thing, because if people find it funny, it's usually like an under $20 purchase. I generally price my white mugs at $14.95. Black mugs usually $16.95. And it's such a quick impulse buy that it's very easy to sell these. I'll show you some examples of designs that I have, and then I'll walk you through how you can create these designs. Here's one. I was doing a search for something like a funny boyfriend mug, and I found one that said, or funny boyfriend quote or something, and it said, "You are the luckiest guy in the world. I would love to be dating me." And so I thought that was awesome, and I decided to change it out with different phrases. Here's one that I used, "You're the luckiest dad in the world. I'd love to have me as a daughter." Then I have you're the luckiest dad in the world. I'd love to have me as a son. I probably should have just done I would love to have me as a kid or whatever, but the luckiest dad worked. I did it for you're the luckiest mom. You could do luckiest brother, luckiest sister, all kinds of things. And this particular mug, when I did the luckiest dad one, we sold hundreds of them around Father's Day, and then it still sells very consistently outside of Father's Day. And I mean, it might not sell hundreds every month or something, but we get at least a consistent couple sales for it every single month because this still works for, let's say, birthdays or other different occasions, and it makes people smile. Then I took that same concept and I used it with teachers. So you're the luckiest teacher in the world. I'd love to have me as a student. What I noticed with this teacher one was that when school started, we got a lot of sales for this because people were searching for teacher gifts. And then you could take the same concept and put it across all kinds of different niches, right? Like you're the luckiest client in the world, you're the luckiest coach in the world, whatever you want to do. And when you see how simple these designs would be to create, yet they still sell. Here's another one that I have. I do this for the money, said no policeman ever. You could change this out. I said do this for the money, said no firefighter ever, said no whatever. You could do I do this for the respect, said no lawyer ever. All kinds of different things. And this is generated by typing in the words, I do this for the money, said no policeman ever, and then you press the button, the text will spin for you, and then you come up with these different concepts. Here's another one that we have, my brain has too many tabs open. This one also does really well, all text. And one of the main ways that I make my designs is I have, there's an app called WordSwag. It's $4.99. You can get it on iPhone, Android, smartphones. And don't worry if you don't like using your phone. I also have a desktop-based resource that I'm going to walk you through. But WordSwag here, I took some screenshots from my phone because I can't show you the phone thing on the webinar, but I'll show you how it works. So first thing is when you open the app, there's going to be a area, your first step is to choose your background. So you always want to choose a transparent background so that you can very easily take your words and overlay them on top of the mugs and different things. And then there's going to be this section that says double tap me to change text. So you just double tap that and then you put in whatever text you have. For example, this is an awesome example. And then at the bottom, there's a bunch of different fonts. So you see 4 here, but if you scroll, then you're going to get more. And then within each of those fonts, you see the little dice on the side. You can click the dice, and then you're going to get different variations of those fonts. Like you might get one font that has things looking bigger or smaller or rotated or whatever. So here's one example of that same text. It says, this is an awesome example. Then if I click it again with a different font, it looks like this. A different one looks like this. And then you can add colors, you can add images. Now I will say that with the mugs, especially if you're using Amazon and eBay, I would recommend not using a lot of colors because the thing is you're putting these products on mass market sites and you want to have them be as like mass market friendly as possible because let's say you use something like pink for the color of your text. If someone sees it and they don't like pink, then they're not going to purchase from you. Black and white is very generic, it's not offensive at all, and so I think that's one of the reasons why it makes a lot of sales. Of course, if you want to get fancy with things, you can charge more if you have a specialized store. Etsy is also a great place for charging more, but generally black and white is the way to go, but I just wanted you to see all the different things you could do with WordSwag. And then that's it. You just save your picture to the camera roll, and then you can email it to yourself or however you want, and then you have a design ready to go. Now, I mentioned also you don't need to use WordSwag. There's other tools as well. So PicMonkey here is another example, and I'll actually walk you through how you can do that. So PicMonkey is a tool that is free to use, or they have a $4.99 a month upgrade option. I don't know everything that it does. I know there's no ads. I pay for it just because I want to support the tool. I really like it, but you don't need to. And the first thing we do here is we also click Transparent Canvas for PicMonkey and hit Apply, and then we add some text. So while that's going here, actually I'm going to use the what do you mean crocheting doesn't count as exercise as an example because I want to show you something here. So you just add text. I'm going to paste this in. This is something, by the way, you can see probably that it's very easy to outsource. Actually, put it right there, and then we can just go over and center it. We can get all kinds of different fonts here we can use. We can change the colors, do all kinds of things. And the reason why I want to put crocheting in its own line here is because crocheting is interchangeable. Hand this off to your outsourcer and have them change it out with a million different other niches, right? Like, what do you mean scrapbooking doesn't count as exercise? What do you mean knitting doesn't count as exercise? Get a niche list and just fill it up, basically. So here we have, for this, perfect. I'm going to just crop it a little bit. So we'll just go here, crop. And we'll hit apply. And we're good to go. I'm just going to save it. Crochet example, save to my computer, done. And that's it. It's really, really easy, and we have designs ready to go. I mean, there's really countless ways to get designs. Probably a lot of you listening are familiar with hiring designers to get designs. And what I teach people in the low-hanging system is make things as simple as possible. I mean, if you have designs kicking around, awesome, use them. But if you don't, or even if you want to make new designs, you may as well first wait till you're getting a return on investment before you start putting in more money. So you can just do the text-based, use the stock photos I was telling you about, the commercial-friendly, totally cool to use photos. There's all kinds of different ways that you can get designs very simply. So to recap this section, as I said before, start with the simple word-based designs. No need to move on to anything fancy until you're making sales. Simpler the better. Black and white is great. And intricate and fancy, as I mentioned, less mass market. So we're going to go for broad appeal here. So we want very non-offensive black and white. Awesome. Hope you guys got value from that. And if you're ready for step 3 while I get another sip of water, please type in yes. Don, let me know if people are ready.
Step 3, can I get a yes? Can I get a, yeah, we got a bunch of yes. So there's a ton of people ready for it. Step 3, go ahead and go.
Awesome. All right. Step 3, launch on usegearbubble.com. So usegearbubble is my nifty little affiliate link, but you guys probably all have accounts already, so womp womp. But and you probably know how to launch on Gearbubble, what I'm going to show you. There's a, in the Gearbubble admin panel, there's a section that shows who the most referred, or who sends the most people over to Gearbubble. And so I do my best to get on the top there, and I send on little updates, which, in case anyone was wondering out there, I have more referrals than Don himself does. All right,
Cold.
So I'm going to go to Gearbubble. Oh, what'd you say?
That was cold. That was real cold.
It's the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts.
Ah, go back to your demo.
All right, I'm going to show you over on Gearbubble how to take this design and launch it. So you would just launch into your campaign, or launch Gearbubble, go to Launch Campaign, and I'm going to click Coffee Mug here. You could do the same, take that same design and put it on other products, posters, pillowcases, necklaces, and so on, which means that that one design, and just the one design, if we use crocheting, can be on all kinds of products. And then once you start flipping it out for other kinds of niches, you can see how this can scale really quickly. But here we'll do the coffee mug, and I'm going to upload the design. Make it a little bit bigger, and duplicate the image on the back. And of course we can add, if we wanted to do a 15-ounce mug, we could add that too. You could put this on metallic, the gold, pink, silver. And on Amazon and Etsy, eBay, all of them really, you can list all the different colors on one page so that people can go and see whatever they like and just click through. So for this though, just to show you how easy it is, I'm going to just do the 11-ounce mug. And I also, before I click next step, I want to say also these personalized designs, by the way, you can do so well with the personalized mugs. For example, let's say you have a mug that says, enter your date here, and then it says, date I married the most amazing man in the world, or something like that. And now you're taking a mug that might normally be $14.95, and you can charge $29.95 or $39.95. And there's ways within Amazon that you can, and Etsy, that you can have people give that information. They can also do personalized picture mugs. Same thing on eBay too, and that's a really cool way to make sales very easily that have higher value. Okay, so we're going to hit next step. And I did the duplicate image on back too, so this way left-handed people and right-handed people still get the same design. Okay, so we'll do the title here. Crocheting doesn't count as exercise. We can ignore the category, ignore the tags if we want, enter the URL. So just come up with anything, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to just leave this as evergreen, and I'm going to click the terms of service. That's really all we need to do. And here we go. So now we're going to be able to take these product images that we have and put them on Amazon, put them on Etsy, put them on eBay, other sites. It doesn't matter that this product has actually never been created. It's ready to go. You guys get the concept. It looks like we have products, and then only after you sell them, they'll be made and drop shipped on your behalf very quickly. Remember, if you guys have existing designs, make sure you take them and put them on the different products as well, because such low-hanging fruit there too. And people have been, sometimes you make sales just from your Gear Bubble store. Someone in the Facebook group said he made 4 sales just from that alone. So what I would love to know so far, we have a lot more to cover, but so far, has this been eye-opening? Please let me know. Type in the question box, yes, or whatever you're feeling. I'd love to know. Don, let me know, and I'm going to get yet another sip of water.
Yeah, you're getting a ton of yeses. I think it's what I think is really awesome is that those designs are so good. They look great. I mean, that was a super simple, easy to make font-based design that anyone can do. So I think it's really great. A lot of people are definitely getting their brain opened up to how simple this really can be, and you got a ton of yeses.
Awesome. Yeah, I try to make it as simple as possible. It's just, I feel like being simple is the way that you can get the best results. The more complicated it is, I don't know, this is just something because I see so many people getting results because it's so simple. Okay, so now we have products ready to sell, and I'd love to give you the rest of the system. So I still have a lot of content that I want to share with you, and I mentioned that I have an offer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. And as I walk you through the next steps, I'm also going to explain the offer that I have for you. So this way I will tell you kind of what's included in the course that you can get, but then we're going to also walk through the rest of the system. You definitely want to continue paying attention so you can get the full system. And I'm also going to walk you through creating an Amazon listing, because a lot of people make this out to be a lot harder than it really needs to be. So I'll show you exactly how you can do that. So you have steps 1 through 3 already, which is find a niche, make a great design, launch on Use Gear Bubble. And the next thing that we want to do is find sales getting keywords so that you can get found. And I like to do this first because once you have the good keywords, then you can easily just use them in the titles and the descriptions of your listings, and you don't need to go back and edit or anything later. And what we cover in the course is we figure out how you can find the obvious and the not so obvious terms people are searching for. For example, maybe funny knitting mug or funny crocheting mug is one that you would think everyone would use, but there's also searches, for example, for funny crocheting mug for grandma's 90th birthday or something. So you learn how to do that, how you can maximize long tail keywords and other keywords. Even if they're not long tail, there's different things you can use. I'll learn the best tools for automating your keyword research, and how you can see how many searches per month there are for keywords so that you can grab the best low-hanging fruit possible. Then your next step is to launch on Amazon. And of course we have the other sites too, and that's going to come up, but I have an entire section on Amazon because there's so many different ways that I found that you can profit from there. Now, what we cover in the course is we teach you how to rank high on Amazon search engine so people can find and buy your items. It's really simple to put your listings up, and if you put up a listing, I mean, it's possible that people will just find it if you don't do any kind of tweaks. I'm sure that it happens. And if you know kind of the little tweaks that you can do to get as high on the search engines as possible so that when people type in funny crocheting mug, you're the first one that they see, obviously all the better. So we cover that. We cover how you can find out where you can find people who would love to buy discounted products to increase your sales ranking. So this is one thing, you guys that have the knowledge of how to send traffic to different sites, could be really beneficial because the way that Amazon works is one of the factors is they'll give you higher search engine rankings if you have sales velocity, which means that people have been purchasing your products. But even if you don't have the ad experience, it doesn't matter. There's sites that I explained to you where you can find the people who will buy your products at discounted copies, purchase them from you, get you higher search engine rankings. You learn how to sell personalized mugs. The personalized mugs are awesome. As I said, you can charge so much more for them. We go over how you can make lots of sales on Amazon. So how to set your accounts up the easy way. We have in there an interview with an Amazon expert who makes $500 a day with Amazon. She gave lots of different tips on things you could do. How you could sell on Amazon as an international seller. Simple ways to use sponsored ads. So compared to most of you, I mean, compared to really anybody, I'm terrible with ads in general, but the sponsored ads, I feel like I barely know what I'm doing. But you can see here on this slide that, which is the little that I know, that I put in the course, the results we get are awesome. Ignore the first one because that's not for a mug, but second one, spent $2, made back $136. Spent 31 cents, made back $64. Spent 69 cents, made back $59.75, and on and on. So we go over exactly how to do that. And a lot more in this section. There's really a ton of stuff to go over for Amazon. And now I'm going to actually take you back to, I'm going to take you over to Amazon and show you how you can get your products listed very easily. So let's get off the slides and we'll head over there. Okay, so here we are inside Amazon, and to get to this screen, you would just sign up for an account, sellercentral.amazon.com, and you don't need to buy a pro account. Some people get tripped up and think they need to buy something else, but it's completely free to create an account, and if you want to do the pro, you can, but normally I tell people not to really until they're making a return on investment. But so then when you get in Seller Central, you just go to inventory and then add a product. And because we have a brand new product, we're going to go over into create a new product listing. And we're going to search for our product category. So usually I just type in novelty coffee mug, find category, search for coffee mugs. And here we are. So first, normally I would do some keyword research really quick, like 60 seconds or less, and figure out the best keywords. But because we don't have that here, I'm just going to put in crocheting doesn't count as exercise, just so you guys get the idea. For brand name, you can put in whatever your brand name, so if you have like a website, for example, you could do your website name. If you don't have a website, then it's no problem. You could do something like, you know, Kathy's Creations, Dawn Designs, doesn't really matter. So I'll just say Designs by Dawn here. Then the next thing you need is a UPC code. UPCs are not a big deal at all, and actually you can get them for a few cents per UPC, which we cover in the course. So you just click over to UPC. I had one ready here. So we do that. Then if we were doing this a long way, we could go to variations if we wanted. We're skipping that for now, but I mentioned before how you can have one Amazon listing and have all the different colors on there, and so people can choose whatever color they want and then buy from there. So that's one option, but we'll skip that for now just so you can see kind of the simplest way. For offer, we're going to click here. I want to ship this item myself to the customer if it sells. And the reason being is we don't want you to have to buy any inventory. You're only going to be selling this once it sells, and that's making it so that you can create tons and tons of products very easily. Quantity, we're going to put lots of 9s here because you have as much inventory as you want. Condition is brand new. Price, we're going to do $14.95. And really, with this alone, we could hit save and finish, and then we would have our product listed. But obviously, most people want images when they know when they are looking if they want to buy something. So what we'll do is we'll just open up these images of the front and the back of the mug, and we'll save them and put them in Amazon. So we'll just do front of mug 1. And to save time, we'll just do this front of mug 2. Of course, you could use the awesome mock-ups that they had in Gearbubble to add in more pictures, and then my course has a bunch more mock-ups with people holding the mugs and all kinds of things. But for now, we'll just add those. And that's it. You hit save and finish, and then it's going to say within 15 minutes your mug is going to be showing up on Amazon. That's it. I mean, it's super, super simple. Of course, if you were doing this, this is like the path of least resistance to getting a listing up. Of course, if we were doing this where we wanted to do it kind of the right way and get as much optimization as possible, we would do the keyword research. We would have great product descriptions. Inside the course, we actually have a section where we have different product descriptions that you can just copy and paste and plug in right into your listings. But that's how you can do that. And shameless plug here, we also in the course have a mug launching software. We have a software where you can create templates for your listings and upload hundreds of mugs at once, because if you're doing the Amazon listings the right way, it can start to take up a lot of time. I mean, it could be a couple of minutes per listing. So this is something that we got created. And I mentioned personalized mugs. So let me tell you a couple of ways that I'm selling personalized mugs so you can get some ideas. One thing is, I might go to a site like, I don't know, whatever site, like we'll have free commercial-friendly images, and we list them out in the course, and maybe I'll find a picture of a gerbil. And I'll put the picture of the gerbil on the mug, and then I'll have a section that says, enter your name here, and then it says, loves gerbils. So like, Sarah loves gerbils, Rachel loves gerbils, whatever. And inside Amazon, there's a section called Amazon Custom. You can just put that mug right inside Amazon and have people buy the actual mug, and then they'll just tell you whatever name they want on it, and it gets sent over to you, and then you would just make the mug, ship it, and that's the type of thing you can charge $29.95, $39.95 for. Another way you can do this is with pictures. So same thing, Amazon will let people upload pictures, and then they'll send them to you. So maybe you have a mug that says, I have the best boyfriend in the world, and then on the back of it, people are allowed to upload a picture of boyfriend and girlfriend or something at a park or whatever, some great date night or something that they had. And then you can charge a lot for that. So that's a really cool way to go. And after that, you can launch on more sites. A quick sip of water here. Okay. So for this, one thing you can do is after you get your products listed on Amazon, you can push a button and have all of those listings imported into other marketplaces. I haven't found anything that will take listings from other places like Etsy, eBay, Shopify, whatever, and send it to Amazon, but you can do it the other way, which is really cool. You learn best practices for sites like Etsy, eBay, Shopify, and on and on. There's one thing that I found. I went to a flea market, I don't know, a couple months ago. I hadn't been to a flea market in years, and randomly I went, and I found this woman who was selling canvases. And I asked her if she ever sold anything on Etsy, and she said that not only did she sell on Etsy, she did really well, and her old college professors were asking her to come in and teach a course. She said the way she gets lots of sales is by using sponsored ads. And so I talked her into making a video, basically, for everyone inside the course. So we have that in there. We talk about an automated tool that helps you rack up a lot of feedback on eBay. So there's something that you can buy for, like, I don't know, under $2 or something, and it'll basically send out requests to people to get feedback on your behalf. So it's a very cool way to get lots of feedback, and a lot more in that section as well. Now, just to kind of give you an idea here of the types of sales that you can get with the other sites, someone posted in Gearbubble, they asked, is anyone getting sales without ads? Benny posted, oh yeah, Low Hanging System by Rachel Roffé. Benny had posted also in our Facebook group over a month ago that he got 3 orders that day to hit 100 sales. He's been selling a lot of necklaces, and he sold a lot more since then, and he's been really happy. He's one of the biggest cheerleaders now of Low Hanging System, which is really cool. And he also, by the way, does really awesome selling regularly with Facebook ads as well. So he's just taking those ads and making an extra system out of it and making extra passive income. So the next step is to process your orders. So we go over how to do that. Now, when I first started marketing, I've been full-time, crazily enough now, since 2006. I've been full-time internet marketing, and I remember when I first started, someone told me that the amount of money that you make online is directly correlated to how many buy buttons you have out there, right? So how many opportunities people have to purchase your products. And that's one of the reasons why I think the system works so well, because it's so easy to create lots of products, and you are definitely going to get sales if you're following the system. Like I said before, I don't know anybody who's followed the system and hasn't gotten at least one sale so far. So we go over how you can process your orders. And then we go over how you can scale up. Now, this section isn't necessarily huge. I'm sure there's a lot of people on the webinar that know more than I do about Shopify. But in this section, I talk about how if you want to start, like if you're doing really well on Amazon or eBay, Etsy, whatever, how you can start creating stores and building email lists or different things you can do to get low-hanging sales. For example, the Wanello app. If you haven't heard of Wanello, it's an app where you put it on your Shopify store and it will take all of your listings and it'll put it in the Wanello marketplace, which is another very highly trafficked marketplace. And every time they refer a sale to you, they just take a 10% fee. I get sales from that place all the time. And there's other kind of low-hanging things that you can do within Shopify. So we talk about that as well. And people have been getting really awesome results with this course. One person, she wrote me just the other day, she said she made 5 sales within the first week, and sales have consistently improved since. She's made a total of 440 sales since starting. Actually, it was a couple days ago. Today, she just wrote me and said that she made something like, I don't know, she had her record week so far this week. We have all kinds of other people who, Kimberly sold, she says at least 11 sales. I know she sold hundreds and hundreds by now. Someone else here, Marta, 23 on Etsy, 23 on Amazon. Jane, 2 t-shirts on Etsy. Kevin finally joined the 100 Sold Club. That's old. He has since posted how he's made the $1,000 and beyond badge on Amazon. This one I love showing just because I asked somebody how many sales she was up to. She said 36, and then 15 minutes later she said 37. Doug Johnson, some of you guys might know Doug. He posts a lot in the Gear Bubble group. He's awesome. He's a great friend. And he took one of his designs that sells really well for him with Facebook ads, and he put it on Amazon. He told me he was really pumped because it was getting results. So now he has 25 products total. You can see at the bottom, it says he has 10 products on Amazon, 25 products on Etsy. So he has 25 products total. He just took 10 of them and put them on Amazon. And he's now making $75 to $100 profit, not like gross profit, but actual profit through Amazon and Etsy. So that's what? $300 to $400 a month, which is 35 designs. And I've showed you guys how you can make a ton more designs, but that's pretty cool. I mean, that's some people's car payments. It's all passive, and it just increases and increases. He sends me sometimes text messages with his dashboard. It's pretty awesome. We had another girl who, MJ, she made almost $10,000 in 2 days with her mug, and she did it again, actually, recently, which is awesome. So I'm not saying the $10,000 in 2 days is typical. I don't want to say that, but there are certainly things that you can do to ride trends that actually MJ was generous enough. This is the thread. I mentioned we have a very active Facebook group. I asked her some questions, and in that thread, she went and answered all of them, and she answered follow-up questions from people because we have an awesome community. We share a lot together, and she went over exactly what she did. So I was really glad to see that she was very generous, sharing her knowledge, and people asked lots of questions, and then she was able to duplicate and do the same thing again recently. And the other thing is, by the way, that you can sell the products on the different sites, the different e-commerce sites, but I found that people have also been doing kind of other little business models from this. For example, there have been people who have been selling bulk mugs to different things. Sometimes it's just you have a listing somewhere and a customer will reach out and ask, can I buy a bunch? Like Jody wrote, I sold 50 mugs to one customer. Arthur got a bulk order for 18. Marta, she actually posted in our group asking if people could do fraudulent orders on Etsy. She wasn't sure because she got 11 at once and she was unsure what was going on, but it was all kosher and everything. So we had things like that, but then also there's people taking the bulk mugs and just putting logos and taking them to customers or offline businesses. We have another guy who he was talking with his friend who's in a biker club, and he wanted to, like, he just wanted to have some fun. He came up with a design in less than 10 minutes, and he took the biker club logo and he put it on a cup, and he said pretty much to his friend, check out what I just created. His friend loved the mug. His friend went and emailed it, I guess, to the people in the biker club, and then he sold 23 of that mug that he made really quickly in just one day. I thought that was a really interesting concept because you could do the same thing with like different teams. Obviously can't do any kind of copyright issues or whatever, but for small teams or clubs or different things, So many different things that you can do. You could even really, if you wanted to, I know some of you guys are huge, like really successful business people, so I'm going to throw this out there too, but you could do something where you have an outsourcer come up and find a huge list of clubs, right? And then make very simple mugs in less than a couple of minutes, and then start to just randomly have the outsourcers contact the different clubs and let them know. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do, and people are sharing this type of thing in the group. Then we have zillions more testimonials from people who are getting great sales, first necklace sale, second sale. Lots of people are making their first sales ever with this. It's really fun to see. So the course, I know you guys are probably wondering what your investment is. I'm going to get a sip of water here, and I'm going to tell you then about the math, how this all works out logically. Okay, so $14.95 for a white mug is what I normally charge. If you put that on Amazon, you're going to get $14.95 from the purchase and then $4.49 for shipping. That's what Amazon charges, which means your gross income per mug is $19.44. Now, you're going to have expenses. You're going to have to pay 15% for Amazon fees, so that's going to be $2.24. You're going to have to pay $4.95 for your mug. But sometimes, as you know, I mean, not but, $4.95 is awesome, but as you know, there's sometimes promotions. Like right now this week, we're at $1.95 per mug. That's pretty awesome. And then $4.95 for shipping. So normally you would be paying $12.14 in expenses, which means that your net profit is $7.30 per mug. Now, of course, if you're doing it this week, you get $3 extra for the promotion. If you're selling a personalized mug, then you can do that same thing and charge $29.95 or whatever and make more money. But let's just say conservatively $7.30 per mug. Now, if you look at my last 7 days of sales, for example, sold 200 in a week. And you can see here it says all orders with product name equals mug, because I do have other products. I want to be totally transparent. Just for mugs, 200 in the last 7 days. And so at 200 sales, that works out to $1,460 a week, $1,460 a week, which a month is $5,840. That's all net profit in non-holiday time. I did a screenshot of Google Trends. I did a search for buy mugs, and you can see where we are now. There's kind of a dip. And then, as you know, as the holiday season, as it gets closer and closer, we're just going to spike up like crazy. So the sales are only going to get higher from here. And remember, this is only just mugs. You can take the same designs that you have, put them on pillowcases, posters, necklaces, shirts, all kinds of places, multiplying your profit opportunity. And you could put a lot more time into this than I do, because as I mentioned, I don't really put that much time into this. I have a whole bunch of other business things that I work on, and this is really just something I'm doing for fun. So if I were coming up with an investment, I feel like it probably would be fair to charge 1 month's worth of profits, considering there's 11 other months. This is not the profit that I make for Christmas. And certainly 1 week's worth of profit, because there's 51 other weeks. I'm sharing absolutely everything I know in the course, and if there's any questions that you have left over, then all you have to do is ask. We have that very active Facebook group, but your investment is actually not any of that. It's $297, which is ridiculous. Like, a lot of people have yelled at me about this. It's one single payment, that's it, $297. And you also get some really awesome bonuses on top of it, which you guys are going to be thrilled about, because you'll, more than anybody, really get how valuable these are. So check out how we sweeten the pot here. First thing, free access for a year to use GearBubble Dropship. So as you guys probably know, if you don't pay for Dropship, you only get to use 25 products a month, and you have to pay an extra $1 per product to use it, which means that your profit goes from $730 to $630. And you only have 25 to be able to do that. If you use the Pro Plan, which is what you get as a bonus here, you can sell unlimited sales per account, so you have unlimited products, and you can do this for up to 5 stores if you have Shopify as well. And you don't have to pay any extra fees whatsoever. This is something that hundreds of people actually pay $997 a year for. Like, this isn't like one of those inflated numbers or something. This is legit value. You may be somebody who's paid $997, which if you have, don't worry, because Don has a cool little thing he does to make it up to you and get you retroed. But the point is, like, people have paid $997 a year. You get this as part of the package. Again, no per product fees, no product limits. This is something that this has been hundreds of thousands of dollars in development costs. So it's something that's bulletproof tested. It's going to be around for a while. Many of you have probably used Dropship. So that's number one, $997 legit real world value bonus. And you get the free Amazon integration. This is awesome. Basically, you create your product, you put it on Gearbubble, and then you go into your Dropship section and you just click upload, and all of a sudden, like it'll upload your product for you. I can show you guys at the end if you want how easy it is. And then the product is sent to Amazon, and then anytime you make a sale, the sale gets sent back over to Gearbubble. The fulfillment center will create it for you. The tracking number gets sent on your behalf. You don't need to do anything. It's completely hands-off. You can auto-fulfill with one click, saves you tons of time. And this is something that is either going to cost $997 a year or $1 per order extra. So far, the only people who have gotten access to this are the people inside the low-hanging system group. It's active right now. It's awesome. And we also have a bonus of $50 in credits to your Dropship account, which is nuts. So basically, inside your Dropship account, you have $50 that you can spend right away. So you can use this to start selling your mugs, to get initial sales, reviews. You can't do incentivized reviews anymore, but you can have your discounted mugs and then just ask people, hey, can you please leave me a review? Hopefully you liked it, and then get the reviews that way. And that's going to increase your sales velocity. You already have no design costs, you have no ad costs, now you have material costs for your first orders. And that counts towards shipping too, by the way. So if you have $4.95 mug and $4.95 shipping, then you can get 5 of those, like the mug and the shipping, all completely comped. So we're really making it very, very easy for you to succeed. To sign up, definitely I recommend doing so. It's really an awesome, awesome value. You can go to lowhangingsystem.com/Gearbubble. Now, I also have a webinar-only bonus. This is something that, so we have the slide here that starts it off, and then there's going to be a slide, the same slide at the end of when I finish explaining what I'm about to explain to you, and then we're not going to talk about it anymore because I don't want this to be available for people who are listening to the replay. This is only for you guys. Don already knows he's going to cut this out of the replay. But if you're here now, we have something that just makes this like crazy not to purchase, really. And I don't usually like selling very much. If you guys know me, you know that. But I get so pumped about this value because it's really a great deal. So if you're on the webinar, you will get first another free year of Dropship, which is legit $997 value. So now you're getting $3,000, basically the free year of Dropship plus another one, plus the Amazon integration. And you get another free year of Amazon integration. So $4,000 in things that people legit pay for plus my course for $297, plus the $50 in credits. So again, this is a webinar only special. It's available until the end of the webinar, and then after that, it's off. So I'm going to take a sip of water, and then I'm going to move to the next slide. But again, we're not going to talk about this after.
Got a ton of people asking for the link, so I'm going to try and put it in the box. And Rachel confirm it's lowhangingsystem.com/Gearbubble, and I think that's right.
Exactly. Yep. So let me recap here everything you get, and then the next few slides will have that link again for if you're wanting to see it. Okay. First, you get the low-hanging system, which is, it goes over all the steps. I've given you the overview here today, and you've learned a lot. A lot of you guys have said it's been eye-opening. You're going to get a lot more detail inside the course, and you're going to get case studies. We have really cool case studies in there. I'm going to show you how I use those free photos to make sales of the mugs, pillowcases, and posters. I have another cool one that's going to be dropped in soon. I'm excited to show that to everyone in the course. I found something that's been really awesome at getting sales on posters. See how we can get easy pillowcase sales, how to capitalize off of trends, and then lifetime access to all ongoing case studies. I'm always making more case studies because I'm pumped about getting results. It's awesome. I've told people, probably a lot of you guys, if the people that I know here know that I kind of had a love-hate relationship with internet marketing for a while. And I've been feeling really fulfilled lately with this course because it is so awesome to see people get results. It makes me feel so good. So I want to keep throwing in more and more value to get people getting even better results. It's awesome. The software, you get beta access to that research tool that I showed you with the Amazon, eBay, so you can check out the bestsellers, You get access to that mug launching tool, although with the Amazon integration, you might not even need it. You get access to tons of downloads. We have mug mockups that nobody else has. We have pillowcase mockups, promotional checklists so that you can just hand off the checklist to your outsourcers if you want and make sure you have everything handled to get as many sales as possible. We have SEO checklists, mug description templates, just copy and paste, put them right inside Amazon. We have a holiday guide. So I mentioned Father's Day, Mother's Day, obviously Christmas. There's other holidays that you can get sales on. For example, Columbus Day. Who would think Columbus Day mug, right? But I have one that says something like, for Columbus Day, or let's celebrate Columbus Day by walking into someone's house and acting like we own it, something like that. And that got a lot of sales too. So if you look at the upcoming trends, you can get a lot of sales like that. And a lot of those different products will also still sell even outside of the holidays. You get access into the Facebook group, which is extremely active. We have all kinds of people sharing cool things. You get the bonuses. You get free access for a year to Gearbubble Dropship, $997 a year value. You get the free Amazon integration, $997 a year value, $50 in credits to your dropship account, and it's all completely guaranteed. You don't risk anything. We have a 30-day, no questions asked guarantee. I doubt that you're going to ask for one given how many results other people are getting, but if you want one, it's an option, 30 days. And again, like, check out all these people who are doing incredible with this course. We have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials. Actually, I could show you guys in the Facebook group. We have an entire album devoted to all the different wins, and so many people are getting their first sales and doing really well. So that is it for the official kind of presentation. I would be happy to answer questions. Don, if you want to ask me the things that people are asking, I'm happy to stick around and answer. But again, guys, this is really an awesome, awesome value, and I hope that you join us.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and try and go through the questions. But if you have any questions, type QQQ in the question box so that I can see it's a question. There's a ton of people on the call, so it's hard to get through all the comments because there's a ton of them every minute. But type QQQ and then your question all in the same comment so I can see it. And then Rachel should be able to see them. People are asking about a payment plan. Nope, we do not have a payment plan. Offer is really incredible how it is, especially with the bonuses, so we don't offer any payment plans. Perneet was asking about the mug launching software. Rachel has her own launching software, but now with the Gearbubble Amazon integration that we have, you literally just go into your dropship dashboard, click add product, and it moves everything to Amazon. You can do the same thing with Shopify, whatever you want. Then you check autofulfill, and it ranks in Amazon. All the orders autofulfill in, and you don't have to do anything. So I don't know what her software is called, but I know with our integration now, you just click a button and it's all done. How long will the offer be up for? I'm not sure. Not very long. Is there European distribution? Yes, Heidi, there is.
Yes. Oh, so actually, you know what, Don? It might be helpful if I show people kind of what's in the members area, because we cover the international and different things, and this way it probably will answer a bunch of questions. But if you guys still have questions after, no problem. But
Absolutely.
let me
go ahead, go through it.
Awesome. Okay. So inside the members area, I'll give you kind of a quick walkthrough, and then I'll explain what the international while we go through it. So first, we have a very simple introduction, the overall process. This is something that you can take the process and give it to an outsourcer so they can see exactly what's going on there, how you can find proven concepts, how to make great designs, how to add them onto the different mockups we give you, how you can launch your products, how to find great keywords, how to launch on Amazon. So we go over how you can set up your Seller Central account, how to list your product, how to do the SEO, getting reviews, how to make discounted and free copies of your products, posting sponsored ads, how to send. Again, I don't recommend that people spend money until they're getting results, but sometimes we found that people are getting so many sales that they want to start sending their mugs directly to Amazon. So we go over exactly how you can do that. If you're an international seller, I'm actually based in the United States, so I hadn't had that problem. So what I did was I had a friend of mine who lives in the UK. She made a video for us, and she went over exactly what you could do if you are international. And for many countries, it actually does it. It's seamless. You can just very easily sign up. There's a bunch, you can see here on this list, that it's completely seamless. And if you are not on that list, it doesn't matter because you can still get in you can still sign up for an account, and that's also in the video. And then if anyone has any follow-up questions, there's a Facebook thread that's dedicated to answering any questions, so people can ask. And I don't know of anybody who lives outside of the US who hasn't been able to get accepted, because you just do a couple easy things. Using Amazon Custom to sell personalized mugs, so you can see the types of things that I've been saying that you can charge more money for, how you can add those lots of mugs at once with the List Faster software, the expert making $500 a day, getting the buy box, categories you might need approval for, how to create variations so you can have those listings with the different types of products all in one, downloads, so I'll show you the downloads area too, Etsy, eBay, how you can list your products on there, best practices, things you can do that I like to say kind of little hinges, what is it? Small hinges that swing big doors or something like that. That's what we cover in the best practices. Shopify, we go over some great things that you can do there, best apps. The video from the person that I met at the flea market with the sponsored ads. And we also have, by the way, if you guys are wondering about Etsy, because I know that they're all about having handmade items. And so what we tell people to do is to apply for outside manufacturing, because this is totally within their terms of service. You just have to fill out the application. And what we do for people in the group is we have all the questions they ask. I've already printed out all the answers. People can use our pictures, and they just take those images, they just copy and paste, send it over to Etsy, and we have people in the Facebook group all the time talking about how they've been approved. Actually, nobody's not been approved. All you have to do is just really copy and paste. Then we process the orders, talk about how to scale up, and we have the case studies. This is one that I just recently added from the woman who made almost $10,000 in 2 days. I put that interview in there, and then I linked to the Facebook thread so people could ask follow-up questions. And critiques, this is something that's not even in the slides, because it's, I mean, I feel like we're forever adding more value. But basically, we had someone who had made some sales, and he had some mugs that he didn't understand why they weren't selling. And so that kind of created the idea, why don't I do mug critiques? So now I have an active Google forum where people can fill it out, and if they want a mug critique, I'll make it for them. And this has been really awesome for everybody. It's been awesome for people to see why their mugs aren't selling, and it's been really great for me too, because I'm learning new ways to teach things to people. So it's been a really great win all around. And then I'll show you here in the download section. We have lots in here too, and also some things that I need to add that we've been sitting on. But lots of mock-ups here. We have the mug mock-ups, pillowcase mock-ups. One thing that I haven't mentioned yet that we do is we have product bundles, which is pretty cool. And that is, we have these mock-ups where maybe you're selling a mug with a design on the mug, and then you have the same exact design on a necklace. And then you have a mock-up here that you can take that same design, put it on both, sell it as a bundle on one of these sites. Or maybe you have a design for the mug, and then you have a similar design, but not the same exact thing, like 2 different crochet lovers things that people can buy as gift ideas for the crochet lover in their life. So we have that. We have, let's see, they use all the items on Gear Bubble, their prices plus their shipping rights, different places that you can post your products, the process that you can hand off to an outsourcer. We have the mock-ups, the holidays throughout 2017, monthly campaign checklist. So for those of you who do decide to use Shopify, and you don't need to, but I have a system that I've used with my assistant where we have it so that every Monday, for example, we look to create a new design, and every Tuesday something, and every Thursday we launch a new product. And so we just systemize it all out. So you get that system as well. The promotion checklist, necklace mock-ups, the bundles, SEO checklist, and then this cool color-changing mug mock-up. So all of that. And I guess while I'm at it, I'll just show you guys the Facebook group too. And another sip of water. Okay. So you can see here we have the critique that we did for the mugs, Amazon integration, ready for just the low-hanging system people. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys about this. So some of the people who are using WordSwag, they didn't love using their phones. So I have this software that's going to come out within the next couple of days that I've created for people that you can just basically create designs from right within the desktop. You can put in as many lines of text as you want. You can make it big, you can make it small, you can do different colors, you can add backgrounds. Basically, just take these images, pop them on posters, pillowcases. The transparent background is for the mugs and necklaces and stuff, and very, very cool. So you get access to that. We do like flash sales and stuff in here, or flash contests. Oh, it's, I don't know if I have my newsfeed eradicator or something. It's making these Facebook things look smaller. because I can't get all the threads anymore. But um, we have flash contests. So we'll do different things to keep people motivated to create products. For example, last weekend, we did something like whoever gets the most mugs up by the end of the day will win, I think it was $100 or no, $50 for the person who gets the most designs up, and then $50 is eligible for anyone who makes at least 5 designs. That was a really fun way to get people pumped up. Oh, and then we also have, I'll show you one other thing real quick. We have that album with all the people who are getting results. There's a lot that I need to still put in here, actually, but you can see this low-hanging some wins. Just go through, and people like the person I showed you before who made the 50 sales. Internet's running a little bit slow here. This person was saying about how he got lots of passive income. This one, he said 1 sale and then 5 more in the past couple days. I know he sold a lot more since then. Got to start somewhere. First Amazon, Etsy. There's again just tons and tons of testimonials, tons of wins. It's really cool, and I love it. I love this little thread. People go there whenever they need some inspiration. So that is that. Hopefully that helps you make a decision. But done. Feel free to keep the questions coming.
Yeah, you got a ton of questions. You got a ton of people hopping in, trying to get access to it and everything. I think that's maybe why the internet's slow, because we're both using it with hundreds and hundreds of people. So I'm trying to sift through the questions. Uh, People are really excited about the offer for the most part, which is great because I'm really excited about the offer because I know how much people have paid for just pieces of it because I sold it to hundreds of people, just pieces of it. So it's really great. If you haven't hopped in yet, make sure and do that before the call is over. That would be great for you to do. Looks like a lot of people are jumping in right now. Rachel, let me look through the questions. Via the Amazon integration, does Gearbubble automatically update valid tracking orders? Jacob asks. Yeah, it does. You click a button, adds the product, and you click a button, and it fulfills everything. A lot of people are in. Just trying to find through the IMINs into the questions. If you have a question, just type QQQ in the box and then your question as well. Somebody asked if something arrives broken, how is it handled and how long is the shipping? If something arrives broken, we take care of all that for you. We reship it out. That really only happens with mugs. How I was
Oh
asking
wait,
is, go ahead.
don't let me pass up an opportunity to talk about the mug package. All right, guys, I own the fulfillment center for the mugs, and so this is something I get really pumped about. But we have these awesome foam packages. They're recyclable foam, and the way they work is you stick the mug in, and then you have the bottom of the you stick the thing in the bottom, and then you put the top in, and you just put a piece of tape around it. It's awesome. The packaging is awesome, and they have a 0.007% break rate. So there's actually very few. We used to have broken mugs when we were doing the box and bubble wrap thing, but now it's really spectacular. And of course, we will handle the refunds, and or if there's any problems, we reship out on our expense. But just so you guys know, the packaging is badass.
Nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for a couple more questions. Jeff asked if there's any upsells. No. Howie asked if it's just for mugs. No. I mean, I sell necklaces probably every couple of days. I sell necklaces that all I did was move them to Amazon to test our technology. I didn't even try to rank them, and I still sell necklaces every single week. And you can sell pretty much anything. We have the bracelets, we have the pillowcases, we have the posters, we have the necklaces. We have a ton of different stuff that is click simple and pushes it all over. And you don't need to be approved in any of the categories on Amazon to do that stuff. I sell pretty much everything, and I've never even tried to rank it. I'm too busy running Gearbubble, so it works, and it works really well. A couple people are asking how to claim their bonus. It should be automatic. If not, I will make sure when I get off the call, everything's taken care of for you. So if you haven't
Oh,
been
and
figured out,
also,
just hit up
yeah.
support@gearbubble.com, and I will make sure you are sorted myself.
Well,
Um,
also, just so you guys know, it's on the thank you page. If you just email seller@gearbubble.com with your PayPal receipt, then they will, and the email account that you have your account with, then they'll get you hooked up with everything. It's also going to be, so it's on the thank you page, and then it's also in your welcome email. So it's all there. Don't worry about that.
okay. It looks like some people are wanting to recap everything on the bonus. So I wasn't sure how you wanted to do that, but you can go ahead and recap the bonus offer for everyone. That seems to be the main question.
Okay, so I guess just write down that we're an hour and 15 minutes in because we're going to have to cut this part out too. But actually, let me write it down real quick. Okay, so for this presentation, well, first I'll tell you everything. Normally, you would get the entire system for the low-hanging system, all the 7 steps, everything I showed you in the members area, the case studies, the software, the downloads. And then the bonuses, you get access for a year to the $997 a year real world value of the dropship program. You get access to the Amazon integration, $997 a year is what that's going to cost, where you just put your products up, click a button, and get them uploaded. And then you also get $50 credited to you in your dropship account so that your first few mugs are free. And if you're on the webinar, you also get an extra year of dropship and an extra year of Amazon integration, meaning 2 years of each, 4 years total worth of $997 value, $4,000 in value for $297 for everything. And let me actually show you guys how easy this integration is. You just go over into your account and then click on the shopping cart, which is where your dropship account will be. Go over to stores, new product. You just click this button, that's it, upload, and then it says, please wait while it's uploading. This could take up to 15 minutes for Amazon to process your product. Check back later today to ensure everything uploaded successfully. That's it. And then every time you get a sale from there, you're going to, the order information will get sent automatically to GearBubble, and then we'll be able to fulfill, send to your customers. Tracking information will be done automatically, so it's extremely hands-off.
Very simple, very easy to use. And I mean, it was really hard to develop. I had a team of people working on it for months and months and months, and we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on it. And it's going to keep working because people use it every single day, and it's backed by me and my team. So be confident that it's going to keep working. We started selling dropship, itself at the $1,000 ticket. I think that was like 13 months ago, and we still support it updated, and we've probably done 300 updates to the dropship dashboards and everything in it. So that's the best thing about it from my side, I think, is that we've got a full-blown development team that's going to keep updating this stuff over and over and over for years to come. So that's the best part about it, is when you get great bonuses for access to something for a year or two, you absolutely need to take it, I think, because our stuff's going to be around that long. So it's a real value. Cool.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to go through the questions. Rachel, do you see them in your box here?
Yeah, I'm looking through some of these now. Someone asked me, how am I bad with ads when I have super ad man Don Wilson? Because I've learned that we usually don't do business stuff together. Sometimes we do, but I don't know. I think we both want things done yesterday, so it's better to just go through courses or ask other people. But I have my fulfillment center too, so I've been spending a lot of time in that. And that's one of those things you have to take a lot of time to learn, I feel like, to get it right. So I like to make things as simple as possible when I have time.
I got a question in from Joan. She asked, "Is this system good for building your email list?" No, Joan, it's not. It's good
No,
for pretty
so
much everything else, but that's not one thing it's good for.
right. So what I tell people with that is definitely it's not good for building your list because Amazon doesn't want you to get information from the buyers. But once you start selling a lot of specific products, then you can graduate if you want to creating stores. And then in the course we cover a little bit about how you can build your email list to do things like that. So you can start to, but basically wait until you basically get paid to start building your email list until you're getting return on investment. Okay, still looking to see the other questions. We have so many people, thank you guys, that are saying that they like the content and stuff. It takes a long time to get to the questions. Someone said, how effective is this really? Well, Tony, I showed you in the beginning of this presentation, in lieu of giving my rags to riches story, in the last 30 days, I made over $12,000 passive income. This is not my main business model. And that's just on Amazon. There's other sites as well. There's people doing even better. So I think it's very effective. Um, Someone says, with the UPCs, do you need to get special UPCs? No, so we put in the course exactly where you can get UPCs from, but sometimes there's misinformation about needing to buy these UPC codes that are hundreds of dollars. That's not true, and actually inside the course, we have conversations with 3 different Amazon sellers. We have their Amazon Seller Central reps. We put in their names and exactly what they said. They all said you don't need that. So inside the course, we teach you how you can get UPCs for just a couple cents per UPC. And actually, one of our main places that we use is having a big sale right now, so you can get everything for half off, which is really cool. Someone asked, how do I find out how to put an extra layer of text for personalization of mugs? Well, you can do that from right within Gearbubble and then use Amazon Custom to do that inside Amazon. And we cover that in the course as well. Let's see.
So can we go over to? I think if you have that slide again, possibly it goes over the profit ones for mugs, which right now we're running just a quick week long sale that makes it really incredible. But just people are asking for the everyday price on mugs and the shipping, which is normally $4.95. We do run sales to try and spike growth here and there, but overall really great profit margins for every day. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So normally I'll price mugs at $14.95 for a basic white 11-ounce mug. And so with that on Amazon, people pay $14.95 and then they pay $4.49 for shipping, which means that the gross revenue brought in is $19.44. Now, of course, you have costs on that, so you pay 15% to Amazon, it's $2.24. You pay the base mug cost, which is normally $4.95, but right now it's only $1.95, and then $4.95 for shipping to Gearbubble to buy that mug that you've already sold. So you're only paying it once you sell something, which means your expenses are $12.14. So when we take out the income, 1944, gross income, 1944, minus your expenses of 1214, you're making a net profit for basic 11-ounce, white, not personalized or anything special, $7.30 per mug.
Looks like everybody's just hopping in, which is great. Got a lot of people that have already are members of your low hanging system. And if you have any questions and you're already a member of the course about anything with the bonus or anything, please feel free to hit me up personally, donaldwilson23@gmail.com or support@gearbubble.com. If we can't answer your question for some reason in the question box, just know that we're there to help you as well.
Exactly. Someone asked, I can't get reach on Facebook. Do you mostly pay for Amazon ads? No, like the whole point is not to do that, really. It's all about making it as simple as possible. We're just listing these products. We're doing a couple different tweaks to get at the top of the search engines, nothing black hat. And then it's all about just set it and let it happen. So, I mean, I don't like people ask what you can make and stuff with this kind of thing. And I don't like to, I mean, it's very much you just list it and then you're done. So it's easy to get these very passive sales without having to pay for anything else.
Cool. I think what would be best here, because you're getting a good amount of questions here, but some of them asked before. If you can go back through members area, just give a quick recap of the offer and then a recap of the bonus. I think that's everything. And if you guys are getting in, because most of them we're getting is post-purchase questions, which is great because it means that we got a bunch of action takers here hopping on board. But if you have any post-purchase questions, shoot me an email. My email is donaldwilson23@gmail.com, or you can hit up support. They're all there to help as well. So I can try to get anybody else's questions that we need to make sure and answer on the call.
Hey, sure, I'll do that. But Robert Stooks, thank you. He wrote dope. I'm in. Congratulations on being the first webinar I've bought anything from in like 4 years.
Nice.
Badass. Thanks, Robert. All right, let me show you guys the course again. Okay, so these are the downloads. Open up the training here. So to recap the members area, you're going to get all the training. You'll probably find that most times when you log in, you're going to see new things because we're forever adding new stuff. But you get the introduction, you get the overall process, handoff to outsourcers, how you can find proven concepts, how you can make great designs, how to launch your product, how to find awesome keywords so that you can get higher ranked in the different sites, launching on Amazon, how to set up your account, how if you're an international seller you can get sales. By the way, on sellercentral.com, you can click a button and also get your listing seen in Canada, Japan, and Mexico for some of them. And then you can also sign up for the Amazon Europe and make sales there too. Because, for example, in the UK, people buy a lot of mugs. So there's all kinds of opportunity there. SEO, how you can make discounted codes to increase your sales, sponsored ads. You guys see I spend like some cents and then I get back lots of dollars. How to send to Prime if you want, the international, using those personalized mugs, the interview with the expert making $500 a day, how to create variations, buy box, all types of things there. The best practices for Etsy, eBay, Shopify, everything you can copy and paste for when you apply to Etsy outside manufacturing so that you can easily get approved to sell products in Etsy without having any issues. Using Etsy sponsored ads from someone who's really great at it. Video that I met from someone I met at the flea market. Processing your orders, how to scale up, all kinds of case studies on different things you can do. Mug critiques, you have access to that form so that if you want to get critiques on your different designs, you're welcome to. We have all the different designs, the mock-ups, the bundle mock-ups, holidays, yada yada, the launch system. You get access to the Facebook group, and let's see here. You get the downloads, the software, the mug launching tool, the SpotWins research tool that I was showing you with the Amazon, eBay, Etsy, etc. And then you get those huge bonuses of $997 a year for the Gear Bubble dropship, $997 a year of the Amazon integration, which means that you don't have to pay anything else. Every time you sell an item, there's no product fees or anything. Basically, you have that full $7.30 profit if you decide to pay $14 or charge $14.95 for your mug. Again, you can charge more if you want, especially on sites like Etsy. You get that, and you get the Amazon integration, so you just click a button, and then you have your mugs automatically uploaded over to Amazon, and everything fulfilled on your behalf, tracking numbers updated, all of it. And then $50 in your actual dashboard. All of this, $297. That's the offer. All right, so let's see here if we have more questions.
People were asking if there's any more costs of anything outside of just the course and what's in the bonus to get started and get moving.
Yeah, so on Amazon, you would buy UPC codes, which I mentioned you can buy for just like cents per UPC code. You don't have to pay anything else. The way that Amazon works is they charge you 15% fees after you make your sale, which I already covered when I was going through the profit. So if you charge $14.95 for your mug, and then the shipping, you would only pay $2.24 for that. Etsy, I think, is 10 cents or 20 cents to list a product. Very inexpensive. I don't think there's any other fees there unless you want to do sponsored ads, which you absolutely don't need to. And then eBay, I think they're a percentage and a couple cents to list each product. So it's very, very minimal. It's not like you're spending money on ads and it's all like crazy. It's very, very inexpensive and low risk. You don't have to pay for really the ads, the inventory. You don't have to pay for which designs or anything. So it's probably one of the cheapest business models you can get into. And if you guys hear some sound, I'm just pouring out some more water. I drank all of the 32 ounces I had poured out.
And while she does that, I'll kind of explain it from my side as well. I mean, because if you do PPC, you're looking at 10, 20 to 50 bucks to even test a product to see if the design works. And you got to pay for the design. So that's 100 times more expensive than you're looking at here. Here, there's no design costs. It's real simple. So you step one, you buy some UPCs for a couple bucks to get going. Step two, upload them into, there's like just a little upload zone inside the dashboard that you upload the UPCs to. And then step three, make an ugly design, one of the 6 billion ways Rachel shows you how to do it inside of her course. Step four, launch it. Step five, push add product. It will move it to Amazon. Step six, check autofulfill. And step seven, use Rachel's ranking training. And then step eight, Amazon sends you sales. That's it. That's the whole system. You don't got anything out of pocket. I think that what she uses for most of her designs is like a $3 tool. So we're looking at like realistically to get rolling to where you can get hundreds and hundreds of sales, 10, 15 bucks. Not much.
Exactly. Awesome. All right, I'm looking to see if there's, someone asked if there's any upsells. We covered, I think, Don, you may have said that, but no upsells whatsoever. Thank you guys who said you liked the presentation. That's awesome. Is Amazon integration available? Yes. If you already have low-hanging system, go inside the Facebook group, and there's a whole thread about the Amazon integration. It's available for everyone. Yeah, the people who are saying, so if you have low-hanging system already, you have the beta access to the tools. Everything that I've said here, you have already. All right, let's see if there's other questions. Maybe if you have a new question, type in like QI or something and then your question. There's so many questions in here, it's nuts.
And I just tossed the link in there again in the chat box, lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble. If you guys could click it and just make sure it works for me, it's a clickable one because it's kind of long URL if it's not clickable. But it should be working. Seems like everybody's able to hop over there and jump in and buy. So if you're on the fence or anything, hop off because we're about to end the call. But get over there, lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble. It looks like it's working. Great.
Awesome. Someone said came in late. What does the research tool do? So I'll just show you guys that real quick. Oops. Okay, so the research tool, what it does is it goes through different sites and you can type something in. For example, funny knitting mug is the example that I used here. And it will get data from the different sites to see what's doing well. For example, with Amazon here, it will sort by bestseller ranking and it will tell you which funny knitting mugs, which ones are identified as funny knitting mug, have the best selling ranking. So you can see this one, I said to myself, I will not buy any more fabric until I've used my stash, then I laughed and laughed. So if you see that's funny for knitting, then maybe you make the same kind of thing for crocheting. Keep calm and knit on. You could scale this across all types of different niches there. For eBay, this one has been looking clunky lately, but basically it'll sort out the results by which items have been sold the most. For Etsy, you can sort either by favorites or views of different products. So you can see which ones people are looking at the most. Like this one, I make string pretty, has been viewed a ton. And then you have some ideas there. And the reason why we have all these different sites, by the way, is because you get different results from all these different tools. It's pretty cool, like to see the different things. Fancy tells you how many times things have been saved. This tool is still in beta, hence an error has occurred, but usually Fancy works fine. It's usually eBay that gives us problems. Pinterest, it will sort by pins, how many times something has been pinned. Redbubble, I think its results are sorted by popularity, and you can see here some of these are completely different. We haven't seen these at all. Wanello, you could see which ones are saved the most. Knitter's Gonna Knit, whatever it goes through there. Zazzle, the ones that are supported or sorted by popularity. I'm not addicted to yarn. We're in a committed relationship. And then Cafe Press. You can't really sort anything on Cafe Press, like popularity or anything. So this is more for just research purposes. We have some things here as well, and they have different ones. Like this is one that could be scaled really well. I only knit on days that end in Y. I only play basketball on days that end in Y. I only scrapbook on days that end in Y, and on and on. And you could easily make that with that text spinner.
All right, just want to put a couple more questions up here. Matthew says already a Gear Bubble member. To redeem bonus, do you have to open up another account? No, we'll just add it into your account, Matthew. You'll be all set with that. If you have any questions, just email me. Amy's got a more specific question to you, Rachel, that I don't know how to answer. She says she's on Amazon Handmade already. They now say if I sell 40 or more products outside of Amazon Handmade, I'll have to pay $40 a month. I don't know if that's right, not right. Can you lend some light on that?
Yeah, so you actually can't use the Amazon Handmade with this system. So the products that we're putting on there are just under the regular Seller Central account. So it shouldn't matter really at all.
Got it. So you don't need to use Amazon Handmade. It's a separate place.
Exactly. More questions about upsells. There are no upsells. Yeah, so okay, well, I can't really answer that one, so we'll skip that. It's about the webinar thing. Actually, you know what? I'll answer you for the person who's on the webinar and has a question about that.
All right. I think we're getting most of them.
Well,
From Carrie, does the Amazon uploader work for all Gearbubble products or only mugs? It works for most of them. It doesn't work for shirt styles because if you have a ton of different shirt styles, you need a UPC code for every shirt size, style, and everything, which doesn't sell as well on Amazon anyways. But we do teach you how to get on merch on demand so you can still sell shirts. But pretty much everything else, it's click simple. You want to put a bracelet up, you click a button, it's up there. You want to put a poster up, you click a button, it's up there. You want to put most all of our products up, you click a button, and it's up there. Just as
Awesome.
the
Go
presentation,
ahead.
you really did knock it out of the park. Can we get an awesome, a hell yeah, a yes, a something if you guys learned some good stuff today from Rachel? Got a
Thank
lot of
you. I
awesome.
don't see them because I see all the questions, but thank you very, very much. It's awesome.
Oh,
I'm glad you guys
I'm
got
gonna
some
push your
value.
questions out. I apologize.
Well, it's luckily it doesn't scroll up, but I'm still trying to sort through them. um, but let's see. Oh, someone said, name the free Pinterest tool. So that's the tool that we were using to sort by repins. It's called Pinterest Sort, and just do a search for Pinterest Sort, Google Chrome extension or something, and you'll be able to find it. Someone asked, do you have an Etsy integration like with Amazon? No, not yet, but I believe it's on the way. And one thing that is on the way is an eBay integration. I don't know when that's going to happen, and Don may kill me for saying that, but it's
What?
definitely,
Wrong?
yeah, I know. But yeah, so I'm sure it's going to come in time.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. I promise.
I'm glad we're in separate rooms because I'd be getting a dirty look right now. I
Oh yeah,
know.
you're getting a dirty look from the room downstairs.
Um, Someone says, is it going to affect my existing inventory? No, it doesn't. Because, first of all, if you already put, let's say, mugs on Amazon, just don't click the button that says upload for those, and then you won't have to worry about it. And if you already have, like, I know people that have gone through, let's say, ASM, and then they're still using their ASM, that account, and then they're just adding in new mugs. And, I mean, you can't have multiple Seller Central accounts just by default, but some people also write to Amazon and ask for permission. And then usually Amazon gives them permissions, no problem. All right. Does your product price on Gearbubble have to be the same as on Amazon? No, you can have a price on Gearbubble, a price on Etsy, Amazon, eBay, have them all different if you want to. And some people do. Some people charge more on Etsy than they do on Amazon. I generally just put my products up on Amazon and then I just click a button in that thing that I tell you about in the course where you can get your products scaled to other courses or other marketplaces. And so I just have everything systemized that way. But you could certainly do all the different types of things you want. For people asking if you're able to include a custom insert or note inside the mug shipping package. As of right now, no. It might be something that we do down the line, but right now we have awesome turnaround times, and I mean, there are people posting in the Gear Bubble group, and I'm not promising this, especially through Christmas, but there was someone posting that he was getting like same day and next day shipping. And the reason why is because we have everything automated and systemized really well there. And I think if we start adding in another kind of wrench in the process, I just don't want to tamper with that, especially before Christmas, because I know our sales are going to explode even more. Again, maybe down the line, but not right now. All right, let's see.
Archer is asking if the integration with Shopify is also included in the bonus, the one that normally costs 97 bucks a month or 9.97 a year. Yes, Archer, that is included. Abish
Okay.
is asking if we need to have a store to sell on Amazon. No, you don't need any extra costs. You don't need monthlies for a store for your own brand domain. Nothing. You can do this all without any of that. That's what makes it really awesome. Is that anyone can do this without a whole bunch of monthly fees and all the stuff associated with PPC.
Awesome. Someone asked, do we get paid daily or weekly? So the way it works is on Amazon, I think they pay you every other week. And the cool thing about this particular bonus is that you have $50 in your dropship account already. So if you make sales and you have to buy the mugs then you have $50 sitting there. So you really don't need to lay out unless you sell more than $50 worth of mugs. And if that happens, then that's a pretty awesome problem to have.
All right, Rachel, and we have a couple more questions that I'd like you to recap the offer again. We are at hour 40 in, so you know for your notes are hour 39. If you want to recap the whole offer, everything that's bonusing on the call right now so they can make sure and get all that all at once.
Sure, let me get one more sip of water real quick then. Okay, so if you purchase today, you get the entire system. So the entire course, everything I walk through the members area, all the downloads, you get the software, the SpotWins research tool, the mug launching tool, although I guess I should stop saying that now that you have the Amazon integration. You have the case studies, the mug critiques, and then also all of the other bonuses. So you get a year for GearBubble dropship program. It's $997 a year. Normally, you get that for free. You also get a year of Amazon integration, which is right now only available for people in this course. And you're also going to get that for free, which is going to be $997 a year later, and $50 in real credits in your dropship account. And if you're on the webinar for today, like for people just exactly on this webinar, you get an extra year of the dropship for $997 and an extra year of the Amazon integration at $997 a year. So that's $4,050 really of things that people legit pay for, plus the course for $297.
That's incredible. I mean, I know tons of people that buy just have bought retail at 997 a year for the dropship because I sold it. So I know this is absolutely an incredible offer. The Amazon integration has cost us just as much to make as the dropship one initially. So this is a very, very huge value. So thanks for recapping that on there. And if you want to hop in, I recommend highly doing it right now. lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble. There's never going to be a better time to do this. If you look at Google Trends, you look at the stats, it's November, mug sales and other sales double. We know the gift season comes up in December. It goes up by like 6x. So this is the best time possible. This bonus is absolutely incredible. Probably the best offer we've had all year and anything I've ever promoted. And I think that you need to get it. Okay, just bluntly put, get it. It's lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble. And I'm going to try and put it in the box again. And again, if you have any more questions, type QQQ, and we're going to stay on for another few moments to try and answer any of them.
Someone asked, how many mug designs do you have to achieve the weekly profit of 1,400? I think it was a little more than 1,400, and that was 200 sales in the last 7 days. Someone said, I'm in. This is going to be great for my fiance who just lost her job as a graphic designer. Well, first of all, thank you. And then second, this has been something that a lot of people have been saying that they give to like wives or husbands that might not really get internet marketing, but they want to do something where they make money online, or kids, things like that. We've been having a lot of people getting it for that, so that's cool. I hope she does really well with it. I know if she follows the system, she'll definitely get some results. And the thing that I keep saying is, if you have everything you need to get results, and if for whatever reason you're not, we have so much help. Use the mug critique forum, ask questions, and basically use me until you get results. It's totally all available for you. So really, this course is exactly what you make of it.
Looks like there's a ton of people, running to Biden right now. So refresh if for some reason it's sticking on you, because there's just a lot of people running to the cart right now. If you have other questions, just type QQQ. I think we're getting most of it. Maria was asking if there's any other cut versions that we're going to be offering soon. We offer the metallics and the color changing mugs, and you can push the color changing ones to Amazon as well. So we offer all those, and we are going to hopefully try to get some more colors. But I don't know if we're going to stack them in right before the holidays, because I don't know if we want to add a whole bunch of extra moving parts right before it, doubles and quadruples and quintuples, so that we don't have to worry about the stock for that. So yeah, we plan on doing that, Marie. But honestly, we're probably not going to add new mugs, I would say, till January, if I had to really project. Buy now. Thanks, Kit. Seems like a lot of people are just hopping over to buy.
Yeah, someone asked if we are actually from GearBubble, which is awesome. But yeah, Don actually owns GearBubble.
Yes, I am definitely from there.
Awesome. Someone said, what happens if, huh?
I'm sorry, I just said Tara's in like Flynn. Most people are just saying in. I think we're getting most of the questions taken care of, and everybody's just jumping on the offer right now. That's why the question box slowed up a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm still in the QQQs. I haven't even got to the bottom, but I'll trust you if the question wants to slow
Go ahead.
down.
Keep running through them, then. Keep running through the questions. I probably skipped a few on accident.
No, it's okay. Well, if you're at the bottom, then maybe if you guys have a question that hasn't been answered, I know we're gonna probably get off soon, so maybe re-ask.
Jess
Um,
has a question. Would you sell a mug in a larger as well as a smaller size?
yeah, absolutely. So, Here's something else that Don's probably going to kill me on. Could I say it, Don?
Sure.
All right, so 11 ounce and 15 ounce. Normally, 11 ounces have the 4.95 shipping, and then 15 ounce mugs are 8.95. Don's actually going to lower the shipping so we can have really great shipping prices on the 15 ounces as well, which is going to really boost the sales for 15 ounces. I totally put you on the spot there, Don. Were you supposed to say no? Thank you for dealing with that. But yeah, so you can do the 11 ounce and the 15 ounces and have them on the same page, and then people can upgrade. Usually charge a couple bucks more for a 15 ounce.
Deborah says QQQ, I'm in. Happy sales. It's not a question, Deborah, but we are very excited to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Just as we sound like a couple, that's because we are. So, yep, that's a yes on that as well.
Oh, Brandon, hey Brandon, I didn't know you were here. That's awesome. Good to see you.
John, ask me. You can shoot me that question to QQQ, or not to QQQ, just to Donald Wilson 23 at gmail.com, and I will answer it tonight for you. Howie says, "Let's get the let's get started, Mon." Howie, good to see you. Thanks for showing up, bud.
um, let's see here. Do we get paid directly on PayPal if we choose to? So friends, I don't think, so it depends where you're selling. If you sell on Etsy and eBay, then you automatically get paid via PayPal with those. Amazon pays your bank account. I don't think there's a way to integrate with PayPal. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. And then Etsy and eBay, you're good with that. And then other sites, like if you're doing Bonanza, for example, just one small site, you can get paid automatically on PayPal from there. Someone asks, what about the software you're developing now, Rachel? When will it be available and what is the approximate cost? So the software that I'm developing now should be available within the next couple of days. We just have a couple tiny tweaks to it, but it's pretty much done. And the cost is $0 if you have a hanging system. It's free. I just want to make it, I mean, I just want to keep adding stuff for everyone in there. All right, let's see.
Quick question from Kit. Do you collect sales tax on Amazon?
I think they automatically handle that. I don't do anything special.
Yeah, they do.
Larry says, what are the products you can imprint on again? So you could do mugs of all types of colors, necklaces, posters, pillowcases. You could do shirts, all kinds of things. And some of the things for people in the group, because I have my own fulfillment center, soon I'm going to be offering you guys the option to sell even other products that might not be on Gearbubble yet, but you'd be able to sell through an app like shot glasses and things. So you'll get other products. Someone says, after getting sales on Amazon, does Gearbubble dispatch immediately, or does one first need to pay to initiate the dropship? So if you use the, usually you could put like a balance in your dropship account so that you could have the items automatically shipped for you. If you have this package and you get the bonus, then you have $50 sitting inside your account already, so you don't even need to worry about that until you start getting more sales. Someone said, welcome email stating to use the existing password for access, but she has not created a password. Okay, if you have any problems with that, then I would just go back and go to that sign-in page and hit reset password, even if you, and like just say forgot password, I mean, even if you didn't actually forget your password, and then it'll resend it to you. But most people should be totally fine. But Louis, that's how you can handle that. Is there any support offered in the members area? Well, we have that Facebook group that's extremely active that you can use for questions. And of course, we have my customer service as well. Yes, Jill, it's $4.95 for mugs normally and $4.95 shipping. Although, of course, there's that promotion this week, $1.95 per mug. So you get $3 extra per mug for any mug sales that you sell this week. And by the way, last time I sold this, someone said that she bought the course, she went through it, and then within one night she put one product on Amazon and made a sale that night. And then the next day when I had that contest for people to put up more designs, she said, I put up 5 designs and I just made another sale. It's pretty cool. So is it, can I go now so I can jump in the course? Yes, feel free, and thank you for joining. Let's see. Okay, so to the person who asked about the coffee mugs. Okay, so how it works, Alberto, is you put the mugs on the different sites, and as soon as you sell them, then the orders get sent over to Gearbubble, and then the items are then created and sent to the customers on your behalf. You don't need to buy any inventory or anything up front, so they're not getting physically shipped to Amazon. Don, you see any other questions?
Nope, just a lot of people are asking about how to make sure to get their bonuses and claim them. The best thing to do is buy before we hop off the call at lowhangingsystem.com slash gearbubble. People are asking if there's a replay available. We always try to record it, and I won't even know if it worked right until after the call's over, but we tried. We'll see if it works right. A
I
couple
really
people
hope
said that they
so.
are in, they've bought, they just want to make sure that this replay gets added into the buyer's area. Same answer really is that if the replay worked, I should be able to do that. No problem, Raquel. And thanks for joining. Um, Gian,
Carol says if I
go ahead.
hmm? Carol had a really good point, which I haven't even thought of. She said, if I figured correctly, you only need to sell 40 mugs at $7.30 profit, which is the profit, the conservative one I gave you, to reclaim your investment. That's pretty awesome, especially going into Christmas.
Probably less than that. I don't know if that includes the credits and different things. So, but yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah, that's a good
doesn't
point.
take that much to do. It's very easy to recoup your investment. It's just, legitimately a day of making those designs with how she teaches you to do them, then putting them up, you can make that back. It's just one day's worth of work.
Absolutely. Someone said, do you really, really, really make that kind of money? Can the average person do it? And so I wanted to go back to this slide where you can see people are saying first sale, first sale. We have so many testimonials like this. Someone said, I thought shipping from Amazon was free for Prime members or the mugs not Prime eligible. Exactly. If people are buying mugs and they're not shipped to Amazon in advance, which is mostly what happens, people are printing them and making them on demand as they get purchased, they have to pay an extra shipping fee, which people do. Oh, another good question. I forgot to say. Someone said, how is the course delivered? So the way the course is delivered is A, you get everything at once, but B, the way that I like to make the way that I like to consume courses is the way that I've created it, which means number one, I don't like long videos and I like transcripts. And so that's exactly what you get. You have point and click videos so that you can just look for basically whatever you want to learn. You just click the video and then there's a transcript there as well. So if you prefer reading, then you have that option as well. You get everything at once. There's no drip. There's people who just go through everything in a day. The videos are not very verbose. I like to get to the point in as few words as possible, and then you can just start going. Let's see here.
Uh,
Um,
Go ahead. I can answer though. Dan Terry was asking when someone buys, do you get their contact information? Yeah, it's that's in Amazon, and then it imports over into your dropship dashboard. So you should have stuff that you need to contact them.
so someone said, who handles customer service? So if someone has a question, then it's going to get sent to you, and then you could just email seller@gearbubble.com, and then Gearbubble would basically do the customer service. So for example, if they want to exchange their mug or something, Gearbubble would do it. You could even forward your customers to the customer support thing if you want, but the initial questions go to you. But the thing is, just so you know, you're not really going to get a lot of customer service questions. I mean, I don't know, I get maybe one, two a week or something, if that, because remember, these are very like low purchase or very low cost kind of items. It's not like you have, um, my friend was making a joke about it. It's not like people are going to write to you and say, I want mug 2.0 or something. Like it's just a mug. It's hard to mess up a mug as long as they get the right one, which most of the time they're going to get the right mug, then they're good to go.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it too, is that Amazon's used to people that are just trying to sell on Amazon, any normal person. And we're a little bit more advanced than that because we've, got over 500,000 customers with logistics that we do with Gear Bubble in different places. So it's pretty rare you're going to have a support issue because of the infrastructure that we have to back you up.
Let's see here. How many steps to fulfill an Amazon sale? Well, if you have this bonus package, all you have to do is upload your product. That's it. And then you press that little button, and then everything is going to get sent over to Amazon on your behalf. And every time you make a sale, it's all going to be done in the background. You don't have to worry about doing anything else. Um, Kit asks, are there any issues with bad reviews? My seller account is 5-star now, and I'd like to keep that. Um, I mean, of course, there's all kinds of people, right? So you can't please everybody, but I will say that, I mean, as long as you're, no, I mean, I don't really get bad reviews. That's not to say I've never gotten bad reviews. I would say 98% of the people who leave feedback are overwhelmingly positive. They're commenting on the packaging or why they thought the mug was funny or something like that. There's, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's really anything else. People are really, I mean, it's a mug, so it's not like people are researching for a long time to figure out the best mug and all that kind of thing. And of course, Kit, if you want to, you could always request with Amazon to have a second seller account, but really, I don't see that as a problem with my stuff. Let's see. Bunch of people asking about the replay. As long as technology cooperated, then yes, there will be one. Link to Facebook group. So, Mark, if you go inside the members area and you click on resources at the top, then the Facebook group is going to be the first link there. I just got on. Is there a URL that will have the, so I'll just send you the link, the person who's asking about that.
So,
And
Rachel,
I'll also put it in the chat.
I think there's
Go
some
ahead.
questions from people on just the logistics of a few different things and how easy it works. So I think that if you would just hop into your uh, dashboard, dropship dashboard on your screen, I just want to show people how easy it is. Or I can do it on my screen if you like, but I just want to show just how easy it is to go into the Amazon part of it and push a product and you just select it. So click close right there. Now go click stores so people can see. And then you're just going to, up on the right, it says UPC setting.
Excuse me.
So while she's coughing, I'll just explain it to you. No worries. All you have to do to get started is very simple. You get access to the training, and then you upload UPCs. Now, if you've uploaded the same list twice, or you've already used a UPC inside of Amazon, like she probably has in her account, it'll throw you an error. It'll say already exists on Amazon. So it basically has detection stuff already built into it for you. But you just go and you click choose file and you click upload, and the CSVs are all formatted in one column. It's just one column of UPC codes. You upload it in, and it will refresh and it will populate this dashboard with tons and tons and tons and tons of UPC codes. Rachel's going to put one in, not right this moment, but she just got this added into her account. So it's in my account, and I have hundreds and hundreds of UPC codes in mine. So once you have the UPC codes in there, they don't cost much, they cost a couple cents. You click on stores. So go ahead and click it, Rachel. The
I'm
blue
sorry,
store
which
button.
one? New
Not the
store.
green
Sure.
one, the blue stores button.
Yep, okay.
And then click, it should just be new product. And yours doesn't have autofulfill checked on because Rachel's had so many things in here since before the Amazon integration, and we just rolled this out earlier this week. But as you can see, hers just says error is uploading. Please try again. It's because the UPC code she had in there is already attached to one of the mugs that she had on Amazon. So she uploaded a fresh, brand new UPC code. She clicked that upload button, and boom, the mug would be over there. So the one that just says this tool is Amazeballs or anything like that, just click upload.
By the way, guys, that was because I was bragging to people about that software that I created. I wanted to show them how easy it was.
So it says product is uploaded in Amazon. This can take up to 15 minutes for Amazon to process your product. So you've launched it in Gear Bubble, you uploaded a design that you made in WordSwag, you click the button. pushes the descriptions over, it pushes the SKUs over, it pushes the variants over, the size, the weight, absolutely everything that you need inside of Amazon, the quantity available and everything. It pushes all that stuff over for you. In about 15 minutes, usually a little faster. It'll process it all, and sometimes the photos, if we have a lot of them on a campaign, take a few hours to process. Then boom, you start taking Rachel's strategies, you start ranking it in Amazon for the keywords. Now she tells you how to do that throughout the course. And then the sales just flow in. You click close real quick here, Rachel,
Sure.
and click stores again. And she's not going to do it in hers because she's got a ton of mugs on there already. I'm going to have her probably switch it over next week. And you just click enable autofill. Don't click it on yours, but you
Yeah.
just check enable autofill. Boom. Every single mug that you ever push over, every bracelet, every poster, every phone cover, it doesn't matter. And we're going to hopefully get every product ever available eventually at some point. That's all you got to do. You push a button, moves it over, it assigns every single different detailed piece. Rachel showed you how to do the long way in this call, all behind the scenes for you. So I had some people questioning about just how it worked, and I think that explains it a little bit better. We handle everything in the back end for you, completely automated.
Perfect.
Jim says, is there nothing else you need to do directly once Amazon integrated? Just follow Rachel's training and rank your stuff, man. We do the rest. We do everything else for you. You'll get little email notifications from Amazon. Boom, sale. Boom, shipped. And it's really cool. It's just hands off. We take care of all of it for you.
So those of you who are asking if you bought Low Hanging System and you have a different Gear Bubble email, that's no problem. Okay, someone posted that he was mad that we missed his question, but the question wasn't there, guys. So I'm sorry. There's really a lot of questions here. It's very hard to get to everything. So either send again, or you can, of course, email us, and we can answer there as well. So yeah, you're gonna say something, Don?
Yeah, Cindy asked if you can have more than one Amazon seller account connected to one Gearbable account, and I think Amazon TOS is that you can only have one. I'm not the expert here on that, so if you could answer, that would be great.
Yeah, definitely do not do that. It's strictly against terms of service. The only way you can have multiple accounts is if you ask for it. And they're not, I mean, they're pretty nice about it, but definitely ask. Otherwise, I mean, they're pretty relentless about that. Oh no, I'm finally getting to the people who said awesome. I'm glad that you guys liked it.
You're way up in that question box, girl.
I know, I'm trying to get everything.
I'm trying to hit you with some of the fresh live ones as you're catching up any that I've missed.
Okay, that sounds great. Keep them coming. The name of the Shopify app that charges 10% commission, Wanelo, Wanelo. Actually, I'll just type it to you too. I guess I could type it to everybody. Okay. Is there a way to get the customers to pay shipping on Amazon orders? Yeah, they do actually pay shipping by default. They pay $4.49, and then so you get the extra that way. What is Gearbubble's default shipping carrier? For domestic, it's USPS. For international, DHL. Yeah, this will be available for at least a couple of days. We do have the today thing, but for sure it'll be at least I guess a couple of days. I don't know how long it's going to be open. Someone said no paid ads, free traffic, right? Yeah, totally free traffic. If you want, we have the training in there on how to do the Amazon ads and the Etsy ads because you'll see it's very low investment if you want to do that, but you don't need to. I mean, there's tons of sales that you can get without it. And I wouldn't really pay anything else until you start getting some sales. Do you need to search to be sure you don't have trademark issues on text? Um, Most of the messages are not like usually you can't really copyright or trademark just words, but you can also very easily turn it like change a couple words in messages and be good to go. Let's see.
Rachel, I had some other people asking about the bonus. So we're at like 2 hours, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And I just wanted to recap the live call bonus so that make sure that everybody gets it live on the call, or you can go ahead and recap that as well, at least the live things, and we'll cut it out of the replay.
Sure. Let me head over. So just the bonus or everything?
You can just the live call bonuses because I think that's what people are asking about live on the call, and then you can go back and do a full recap after that. But I just want to get the live ones in a fashion we can at least answer and still cut them out.
Sure. So the live call bonuses, you are going to get a second year to use GearBubble, or to, I say use GearBubble normally, but GearBubble Dropship, which is a $997 a year program. Basically, it helps you list products. You don't have to pay any dollar per product fees that you would normally have to do. You get unlimited products, no extra fees. Something that's normally $97 a month or $997 a year, you get an extra year of that for free. So normally you would get 1 year, but you're going to get 2 years. And the Amazon integration, same deal. You would normally have to pay $997 a year. That's going to be the cost when it rolls out. And you get it for 1 year as a regular bonus. And if you purchase during the webinar, you're going to get a second year for free. So this is like $4,000 in stuff that you would pay for, that people will pay for. They have been paying for the dropship, that you'll get for the webinar only. You get the extra 2 years for $2,000.
Yeah, and people are
And
asking when's the cutoff
oops.
for the. People are asking when the cutoff is for the live bonus, and it's now on the live call. So I just want to be clear about that. It's a live bonus call. Go right now to lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble so you can get the extra couple $1,000. I mean, the bonuses are crazy. Our dropship bonus for Shopify, if you can go to the sales page right now, check it out. It's $97 a month retail. We sell it every day. You can probably check out gearbubble.com/Amazon. There's $97 a month is what this is going to cost when it's publicly available just for the Amazon integration. You get both of those for 2 years, plus all the credits and everything else. You need to pick it up now. But again, that live bonus is for live on the call, not tomorrow, not 30 minutes after the call ends. We can probably clock it within like 2 minutes after the call ends. That makes sure that you have time to at least check out. But if you want the live bonuses, you need to go now. Lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble. I mean, the offer by itself without the live bonuses, crazy. Good. With the live bonuses, insane. So again, that is live only. I'm getting a lot of questions on that. I just wanted to make sure you understand. If you buy tomorrow, you're not getting the live bonuses. You buy an hour after the call or not on a live call, you're not gonna get the live bonuses. So I'm just kind of being clear on that, and then we can cut that out for the replay.
Awesome. I'm just answering some people's questions that don't need to be read out loud. Okay, let me write down the end time for that one. Okay, let's see here.
All right. If anybody else has any questions that haven't been answered, do me a huge favor. Type QQQ in the chat with your question, and then I'll have Rachel scroll down to the bottom questions so that if there's anything that we haven't answered, she's been doing a pretty good job of picking up anything that I've missed. But if you have anything that you want to get answered right now, type in QQQ. If we haven't covered it, maybe we missed it, anything like that, so that way we can make sure and get you taken care of right now. But I think we've got most of them answered. Most anything else seems to be a buyer question from people that are trying to pick it up right now.
Okay, so someone asked again about the live bonuses, so that's all for this one. Question, do you have many success stories from the UK? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I know for sure Canada. And I mean, I know people are doing well with it, but no one is UK. I mean, I'm sure there are, but no one's jumping to my mind. QQQ, why are you guys so awesome? Thanks, Becca.
Neoletta asked if there's any other purchase it requested, like inventory or anything like that. And the answer, Neoletta, is no, nothing else. GM
Okay.
asks if do you have any problem with copycats? No, not really. I haven't had any issues with it. Maybe Rachel can attest more on that, but I haven't seen that happen too much currently.
Well, yeah, actually, sometimes we do have copycats. It's not like Like sometimes on Amazon, if you have a very competitive category like phone chargers or something, people will be brutal. With mugs, it doesn't happen as much, but sometimes there's copycats for sure. And I would say probably 5, 10%. What's been happening is we had someone post in the Facebook group recently that they had sellers from China go in and try to copy all their mug listings and try to cut the prices. So two things happen when that happens. Number one, they usually get really horrendous feedback because they ship from China. They take forever. The quality is horrendous. Like our mug quality is just outstanding. Same thing for the other products. But then also, what they found was they wrote to Amazon and they just complained about those people, and the account started disappearing. So it can happen, but it's something that's manageable. And the other cool thing is you're just listing so many products so quickly, or you can. I mean, it's so easy to do that you don't really need to worry. And the other thing is what you have that other sellers don't have is that if you go through the course, you know the kind of little ninja tricks you can do to get higher in the search engines, how to boost your sales velocity and different things. So it's not like, I mean, it's not a big deal at all.
Jim was asking what the link is to the private Facebook group. Well, Jim, it's in. Once you buy into the course and get access to everything, you should be able to get the private Facebook group, which Rachel's in every day. People are posting success stories every day. It's a great group. I love it. I like hopping into it. If you don't have access to that for any reason, Jim, just hit me up, donaldwilson23@gmail.com, and I will do my best to make sure you get access to everything you need. Anne is asking, can we buy mugs at cost for personal use without UPC codes? They were asking. Yeah, you can just buy them through Gear Bubble, and you'll always only pay base cost. Uh, uh,
I'm
Maria
not
asked,
seeing.
if you get an order from Amazon or Etsy, do you pay with your credit at Gear Bubble? Yeah, you're going to have a card on file with Gear Bubble for dropship, and then it will just automatically bill it, or you can bill credits to your card, and then when an order comes in, it'll automatically do it out for fulfillment, and you'll get your profit. Because the good thing with it is that you're going to get paid all your stuff from Amazon, so they're always going to pay you. And Etsy's always going to pay you, and then everything else comes out from you from the Gear Bubble on your card. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, Maria, just let me know and I'll try to answer it a little further. Aaron said just bought in, amazing deal, super stoked. Great to have you. Looks like Chris is asking, does Gear Bubble ship outside the U.S.? Yeah, we ship everywhere, everywhere in the world. A lot of people are just in. QQQ, I'm psyched. That's not a question, but again, excited about that. You can never run out of design ideas, Keith said, which I think this is great. Good designs are expensive. If you want to do PPC as Facebook in the newsfeed, you got to spend realistically like $70 for a great design. You can pop off sometimes with like $10, $20 designs and be okay, maybe. But in today's market in the Facebook newsfeed, you've got to have a great design. You know, 3 or 4 designs, it's the same cost as whole course. If you want to get good designs for the newsfeed. These text spun, simple shapes sell like crazy. So I think that's really cool. Good point, Keith. Uh, Maria says, I'm not, I'm just 23. No, I am not, Maria. I am 31.
He
Just,
made that 8 years ago. Maybe. I don't know where the 23 came from.
oh, the email. My Don Wilson 23. Got it. Got it. No, I thought I was going to be 23 forever when I made that email. What's wrong? All right. Any other questions? Just type in QQQ. But I think we're getting most of them. I think that's it. Any of them that you see that we missed, Rachel?
No, I'm starting to fade a little bit, so I'm not. I think I'm missing things. But if I missed anything or we missed anything, feel free to email us and be happy to answer.
All right. I put the link in one more time, and it's on the slides, easy to see. Lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble. Time is of the essence, in a couple more ways than one. I mean, it's the end of October, beginning of November. This is right when all the mug sales happen, all the holiday sales happen. Everybody's buying the newsfeed. They're buying from the search engines. They're buying on Amazon, especially. This is the best time possible to get in on this opportunity. And Rachel's an incredible teacher, so I highly suggest that you do so. lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble. How'd she do? Rachel kicked some butt? Yes? No? Maybe so? Awesome. A lot of people are really pumped about it. People like the offer. Rachel did an incredible job today. Everybody's saying yes. They're real excited about it. I think we're set, man. We got everything. We're good. It's lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble. If you haven't picked it up yet, you absolutely need to do so. Do it right now. Rachel, I want to thank you for coming out, giving a bunch of value, showing people how to get things listed, and just the opportunities that happen to even sell the ugliest of designs without huge PPC costs. And I just really appreciate it. You did an incredible job.
Absolutely. Thank you guys very much for staying till the end. Thanks for having me. It's been really fun. This has been a huge audience, and everyone asked really great questions. It's been cool. Thank you.
Great. All right, getting a ton of people. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. You made the right choice. It's a really incredible offer. I mean, I know it's a fact it is. So that's why there's so many people that are in. I'm excited. Thank you very much for showing up, everybody. I'm going to try and click the record button and hope it doesn't crash on me. But again, Joanne, lowhangingsystem.com/gearbubble. I look forward to having a very profitable holiday season for you. And that is it. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have a great day.